Welcome to the FleetTrack ELD driver training. Today we're going to be focusing on navigating through the mobile application, running your logs as a driver. Nothing in this application is going to be difficult or brand new to you. Many of you are already familiar with running logs, and so this will be a very quick learning curve for you. What we see on the screen here is our dashboard. When you log into the application, this is going to be the screen that you see. This is where we get all of our current hours of service information. This is where we start our breaks. This is where we switch between our statuses and enter into the roadside inspection mode if we get pulled over by DOT. When we're looking at this dashboard, we're presented with a little bit of information. We can see our current duty status and our time remaining. Right now I'm in on duty and I have 12 and a half hours left in my shift. Down below here we see our 3 clocks. So again, I can see my shift clock, my cycle clock, and then my break time. To switch between a duty status, all we need to do is select the status that we'd like to switch into. You'll notice here that I have this icon telling me that I am disconnected from my device. So if we ever see this big red icon here, ELD disconnected, we need to make sure that we are connected with the device plugged into the vehicle. Another thing to note, there is no way to move into driving without being connected to the ELD, unless we want to enter into the adverse driving mode. I also have the ability to update any kind of shipping documents, manifest, bill of ladings. You know that you are supposed to be uploading those. So if I don't upload those, I will be alerted to that here. So the first thing that we would do, typically we get into our truck and we need to perform our DVIR before we start driving. So first we would put ourselves into on duty here, and I'm going to navigate to the more button. So more is going to give us a list of options of other tasks that we can complete. So the first thing I need to do is my DVIR. So select DVIR, and I will be presented with any other DVIRs that I've done recently here. To start the inspection, we select Begin New Inspection, and we'll be presented with our different options here. Now you make sure that you enter your odometer. So we'll say we're 85,000 miles. Select which type of inspection we're going to perform, pre-trip or post-trip. In our case, we're in a pre-trip. And then we navigate down through the list, inspecting every item here on the truck. You only have to select an item if there is a defect. So if you find something wrong with the fog lights, select fog lights. Here you have the ability to enter in a description of the defect and upload a photo of the defect. So let's uncheck that. Now we navigate around the truck and we inspect these items. So right now we are looking at the front of the truck. Once we inspect all the items on the front, now we'll go to our curbside front axle and we check the items here as well. And then we proceed through the inspection here. After we complete the inspection, we need to sign and save this. So this is certifying it. I tried to sign it here and I did not select a condition. So we will scroll to the bottom. You will already be here because you've already checked all of these items. Now we have the ability to add any additional remarks, comment on the tire condition, and if we did select a defect, we have the ability here to add any more remarks that will show up on the report. We need to assess our vehicle conditions. We select satisfactory, we'll sign and save that report. And it's saving, and then we'll see it populate here. So we finished our DVIR, now it's time to start driving. So as you know, once the vehicle reaches 5 miles per hour, we will automatically put you into driving. You do have the ability to manually select that as well. But now you've done your DVR, you're okay to start driving and hit the road. So you're driving, and you can keep an eye on your time here. Next, let's say that we get pulled over by DOT. So now we need to show them your logs. We select our roadside inspection, that's very important. And here from roadside inspection, we have a few options. If the officer wants to view your logs on your tablet, they just want you to hand the tablet to them, you can select view log history. You'll be presented with 8 days of logs. More common than that, though, they'll just ask you to send your logs to them, and you would just select send logs to DOT, and then they'll tell you to enter in a badge number, and you can send it to them. They'll look at your logs. Now, it's very important to navigate to roadside inspection, especially if the officer wants to see your tablet, because we do not flag violations. We don't highlight any violations for DOT. They do have to find them themselves. So it's very important that you enter into this screen here. From here, we also have our DOT inspection guide and our user manual. So DOT can figure out how to use the software. So that's here in a digital form. You'll notice to exit out of roadside inspection, it does require your password. Do not ever give this to a DOT officer. Again, this screen is reserved for DOT. We're not showing them anything more, anything less than we have to. So don't ever give your password to them. So let's say that we completed our roadside inspection and we're good to go. So now we can just continue driving. So now we'll look at some of the other tools available to you. We have our HOS button. This is just going to tell you some of your activity for the day. How far have you driven? How long have you been working? We'll navigate back to our More button. So here is where we access any unidentified driving logs. You can manage any co-drivers. If you have a team driver, you can set those up here. Our fuel tracker, we do have the ability to add fuel receipts and documents. So any of your documents that you have to carry, you can upload them here. And we have our ELD documents, and then you have the ability to upload a new document if it doesn't fall into one of these categories here. But to upload a document, select on the document you want to upload, click upload. You'll be asked to enter some information, and you can snap a photo of that document. Same thing with fuel receipts. You can manage those here. Now let's talk about certifying and editing logs. So to edit a log, I just select on my log record here. Don't select edit. Edit is going to allow you to edit just some of the high-level information. But if you actually need to edit the time, select the log. We'll scroll down. We have that information here. And then you'll be presented with your chart of the time. From here, just tap the log again, and now we have our different times here, or our different statuses. To edit a status, select on the status, click edit, and from here we can change our start time and our end time. And then any notes that are on the log record. We can change that duty status from on duty to off duty if we want. And we click save. We do have to enter in our annotation. And we'll see now we're in off duty where we were in on duty. To edit that back, again, we select our status, click Save, enter our note. So now the log reflects the new edit. Keep in mind you are not able to edit any automatic statuses. So if your truck does put you into driving, automatic transition, because we reach 5 miles per hour, you cannot edit that. At the same time, if we automatically put you into on-duty not driving due to a period of inactivity, so if you're in driving, you forget to take yourself out, after 6 minutes we will put you in on-duty not driving. You cannot edit that as well because that is an automatic transition. To navigate back to your dashboard view, you can always select the FleetTrack icon in the top left. If we navigate over here to our name, we'll see that we have an alert. That little red icon indicates the alert. And now we look at our alerts, and it's because I have not paired with my ELD. So we will alert you on the things that you need to know so you don't forget. To change our vehicles, we just need to select Change, disconnect, decline our vehicle, and then from there we can type in the vehicle ID, the name, or the VIN to search for a new vehicle. Same thing with trailers. You do have the ability to create trailers from within the application. Just select Add, and since we do not have a trailer assigned, we can select the Add button. We can type in the name of the trailer here or create a completely new trailer. So that is the high-level overview of the driver portion of the FleetTrack ELD. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to our support team or contact your account manager. Thank you.